last time on Ignite Refill.
You've seen what we can do. Can you just let us through? Like, just let us through. Like, we Nix were
You
the
shoot
the
through
role
there, zooming through the
Okay.
debris. Most of the ships following
Hand it
you
back.
seem to fall off. Some of them look like they're about to hit and they pull up all of a sudden. There is only one ship that manages to keep pursuing you. It is a small golden ship.
Anyone who witnesses terrorist activities by Prism is obligated to report it to their nearest law enforcement official. Please call our anonymous tip
love her,
line
Your
if
Honor.
you know what Prism is planning next.
I could drop you off. We could hit both.
I think that might be the best way.
Hit them at the same time.
Then they won't be able to react or take from the other location.
Exactly. It has been a number of years that she honestly cannot. I mean, she was like a teenager when she got this ship and has had it this long. It's kind of a safety blanket. It's I can fuck up, but no matter how hard I fuck up, I can run. I can always run.
I believe she works in an office now, and I did get the location of that. I just don't know how recent that is. So, hoping we could check there just to see without interacting, and then we can shadow her from there, because surely she's being followed.
I've got about as much stake in this as anyone. So I'm gonna trust you on this. And so, get your sister, get out. Have we thought about where we're gonna take her to? Like, we can't just keep her on the ship.
You take the shuttle down. You get permission to land. And you see there are creatures flying through the air with huge wings, razor-sharp teeth. There are carnivorous plants that seems to keep trying to infringe on the outside of Base Camp 1, on the outside of the wall. This, not really a city, it really is just a camp, is made up of several circular platforms. You see scientists who are out sitting on the promenade, having an iced beverage. It is hot here and humid. You see what looks to be some kind of an illicit contraband deal being dealt in an alley between two of the tents. People in coats and hushed voices glancing around suspiciously. You see a group of mercenaries with huge automatic blasters look like they're about to go on expedition. You see creatures eyeing you from the treetops just dozens of feet outside of the base, and you hear the shouts and cries of various animals just outside the fence. It feels like you've entered a dangerous new frontier.
Could you perhaps get personnel files for people stationed here? Look for one that Red could impersonate.
You walk in and you see that this place is not heavily guarded. There's 2 guards by the front that have heavy blasters, and then there are 2 sitting behind a desk, and you go in, they look up, and they say, "What's this?" You catch a stray.
Yeah, I caught this stinger trying to sneak back in.
Wait, and someone like looks down, and then they look at, that's crazy, that's unhinged, love it. They look, and Blue, you see what's about to happen as it's happening, as there is a wanted poster of you behind the counter.
Are you fucking
And they
kidding
say,
me?
"Wait, isn't that Eden of the Fifth Sea?"
Oof. Looks like we bagged a big one then.
Hey, he gets on a radio. "Get me a ROM. Tell him we found Whirlpool." All right, let's lock up. And the 4 of the guards there, they put a close sign on the front of the office, lock up the building, and they head towards a speeder. As you fly in close to the planet, you see the 13 circling moons around it, and very similar to Warren, but even more dramatic. You see enormous skyscrapers. You see zeppelins with neon lights with advertisements for food, legal services, bail bondsmen, wanted posters. There are news tickers on the sides of buildings, again with like glowing lights, huge insignias. And as you're seeing all this in twilight, it suddenly becomes dark, and all of the lights of the city in hues of pink and green illuminate the skyscrapers and streets below. And you see, as you walk into the starport, the countdown in huge block letters on the side of one of the buildings that is counting down to the next sunrise. You follow her. She's walking briskly but not rushing, going towards the subway, street level.
Ever so gently bump into her. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness, this outfit is gorgeous.
Then she grabs your wrist and starts yanking you in the direction of the women's room. What the fuck
Hi.
are you doing here?
I'm getting you out of here. What the fuck do you think?
Quick version, I am working as an accountant. I go to work every day. My job was literally just to work every day until you came to rescue me, and now they're gonna grab you.
Well, if the cover's blown already, then you might as well just come with me.
What? Come with
What?
you?
Yes.
Oh god, you want me to run?
They're gonna put you in Isotropa Max if you don't come with me. They're going to do it regardless of if they know I'm here or not.
Iris, I like my life here. I get to work a boring job, get paid well to do it, and live in the best city in the sector. I'm not mad, but I like it here.
Loyal to the hegemony.
I'm
until
not.
they framed me
I'm
and
not.
tortured me and forced me into this life.
I'm not loyal to them. I hate them. And she goes to her communicator and she says, "Look, I know you said never to do this, but I'm sorry. Vorex, we need to talk." Pink, they've got 2 on this side of the subway, 2 on the on her train, 2 at the other exit. They're not on to you yet. They're not on to green yet either. Sorry, Deetha. They are moving you to Isotropa Max Secure. Your gilded cage life is over. You should go with your sister. You go through the jungle as these soldiers are flamethrowing carnivorous plants, animals that nip at your heels as they're taking you. They take you probably 3 or 4 miles into the jungle. And then you see a giant crater in the ground. It looks like it was part of the jungle. And what you see, Whirlpool, is one of the most disturbing things you have ever seen, perhaps. As you see lines of Ranamayans in shackles and chains who are mining and chopping wood, assembling buildings, shoveling refuse. It is hundreds of them in a camp that is 3 or 4 times the size of Base Camp 1. But the most disturbing part of all is you are greeted at a checkpoint by Ranamayans in hegemonic uniforms holding weapons.
Oh,
You are driven to a large concrete building, a pyramid-like structure with the top cut off. And inside you see it looks like a open jail cell where everyone is free to roam. Open it up and one of the guards there says, "Wow, so it's true, you really did snag Whirlpool." They look back at Red.
she gives Red a look and kind of does a teeny eye glance to the she's clocking the 5 guards and seeing if he is clocking them as well.
Red gives like a knowing glance, like it's gonna be okay kind of glance.
I think she will look at the guards that brought us here and give a dart towards the door. As in can you get... Because I imagine they're going to try and take Red back to where you guys came. Just does like a nod and I need the room.
Red gives a nice little nod and
Okay. I'm going to let them open up the door then to the jail cell.
They go to throw you in. You let them throw you in.
No.
Okay.
I don't think I will.
there's
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a wonderful Tuesday Ignite Recall. Everyone having a good day? I hope everyone's having a good day. Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Thumbs up,
Indeed,
nods.
Thumbs up. Dubs only today.
We've got
Dubs only
a lot of stuff happening during this episode, but it's going to be great. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We do some Scum and Villainy around here. If you have not seen the show before, first off, thanks. But also you can catch up on our YouTube, youtube.com/magicrpg, so you can find out who are these people in the jungle in this awesome city and why are they doing that and why are they terrorists and all of those things. We're 17 episodes in. But it's been a lot of fun. And if you would like to join our community for all of the other games that we have going on, you can join discord.gg/magicrpg, and that is also the best place that you can talk to any and all of us in between episodes. If you would like to talk about Marvel Rivals, Jeff the Shark, Venom's Cake, we do a lot of that there.
All of those are good.
All of those are good. The pop singles of Luna Snow, we are on Discord a lot. So you can join us there.
It's what Fat Cobra would want.
Oh my god, yes! It is! It is what Fat Cobra
You should also make sure to watch the Ancestral Blood from yesterday, as it was a lot of fun. And Ancestral Blood is on again this Friday. Then that episode from yesterday is already up on YouTube because Tracy is super fast. So if you want to watch that, that's on our YouTube as well.
Nice.
If you would like to help the players out and also support the wonderful artwork, artwork on this show is by the Momobee. You can drop us a tip that will influence the game, like wonderful people who keep giving us ship upgrades. Not that you have to drop $100 for that, but every little bit helps. It pays for all of our artwork, production costs, etc. It's wonderful.
Still blows my mind.
Thank you, everyone who has donated to the cause of keeping the show art pretty and making our PCs hot all the time. It's appreciated. I think that's it. We know what happened last time. Let's see what's going to happen this time. Yeah.
it'll be fine.
Oh,
And we come back and we begin with Blue. I believe you said, no, I don't think I will.
I did. That's exactly what I said. I believe that was in reference to you asking me if I was going to go into the cell as they opened it.
Mm-hmm. And you decided, no, I'm not doing that.
No, I don't think I will. How many guards are pulling me in?
How many are actively pulling you? Only 2. And there are a grand total of 9 in the immediate area.
That ain't shit.
Oh, okay. That's just easy. That's just a walk in the park.
That's
see.
GG Easies.
All
Me
right.
30 minutes from now. Dead.
What is your move that you're doing? Keep in mind you still have to lift the cuffs that you have and then pick up your, I'm assuming, newly weaponized T2 to go ballistic. But you tell me, what is Blue doing to get out of the situation?
T2 is on red.
Yes.
Red.
How is T2 activated?
T2, I mean, it's a good question. Indigo,
that
how
would
would you
be
have
an
designed
Indigo
T2
question.
to work? Putting him on the spot.
To just go off King. I think he'd have the code word he would have told Blue was bad haircut.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh no.
She will. You've kind of a jerking motion almost as they're trying to put her into the cell. And look up to the men that are the people that are carrying her in.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of focus, like she's using her eyes to look up at them, but like, trying to grab their eye like contact so she can slip while she says it. Is what I'm gonna try to do here, and just, you humans always have the worst, horrible, bad haircuts. Or not knowing how loud she needs to say it if it's proximity, so she just says it really emphasized. Do you always wear your hair like that?
They look at you
Trying to slip.
weird, and from somewhere within Red's ensemble, T2 gets out.
Yeah, I'll say like I'm Red's listening to Blue say this, and he has his laser sword on his right hip, and he had T2 kind of like tucked into his jacket on his left, so he kind of pulls both out at the same time and basically like launches T2 toward Blue, like giving him a little extra boost.
Mm-hmm. Also, Indigo, may I ask where you are as this is going down?
Believe I'm wherever they started off at before taking the trip.
The administration
still at
building.
I'm still at the administration building, which you said was empty.
It
The
is
security
empty.
building. Yeah.
It is empty.
So that's where I am.
Okay. So, Blue and Red, front and center. Blue, T2 goes flying towards you and starts morphing into a gun.
Hell yeah, brother.
The guards see this droid, this Urbot, going flying towards you.
Now slip.
What do you do?
Can I get out of my cuffs?
Yeah, I believe. I don't know. What kind of roll does that sound like to you? What sort of skill does that sound
It's like
like?
scramble.
Let me look that.
Man, actually, yeah, this is an
Scramble?
interesting one. Yeah, I think it is. Scramble is what it most sounds like. Nothing really fits, but
Yeah.
rig,
Scramble makes the most
scramble.
sense.
Yeah.
I would. Can I do scramble?
Yeah, and
I was trying.
you
I think it makes
prepared
the most-
you prepared this in advance, so I'm going to say
did.
that this is going to be desperate, but it's going to be great effect to slip
You win
these
these.
cuffs.
We win these.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Let me put your gambits back up to 3. Wait, no,
What?
it's only 2 because green isn't here.
That's right.
Green.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Oh
Actually,
no.
hang on.
Wait, no. It will be 4 if
I've
green
got a
is here.
success.
Okay. You know what?
And to make
A
the
6.
We're doing 2 jobs at the same time. Let me ask all of you, do you think it makes sense to track all of the gambits together or do 2 separate gambit tracks for the 2 different things that are happening at the same time? Because we're going to jump back and forth. Maybe it's easier just to do it all at one.
I would say if it's all of one, then that's how we usually like keep it together. But if you want us to split it, then we have to keep.
Nah, I think it's easier all as one if you are
Okay.
all
I think
okay
it
with
makes
that.
sense.
As long as
That's
you're
I
good
would
with it,
prefer
yeah.
So
Yes.
does that mean we do get 4 then instead of 3?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Then
That's
yes.
what we've been doing. We've never split.
Yeah, we've
the
never.
gambits.
No, I know. We've
Even
never
when
had a
we've
split
split up
job
on
before.
jobs.
This is the first time. This is the
We had
first
split
split party.
party.
We've done split jobs, just not on different.
Maybe
planets.
not. Yeah,
Not
not
different
on. Not
planets.
this
Literal
split.
different planet.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
we've split up in like the bigger complexes that we've infiltrated, but
So Momo,
Yeah, I don't know.
describe how Blue slips the cuffs and what you do.
Okay. I imagine as T2 is kind of being like immediately as T2 starts to be hurled, she immediately does a little elbow to one of the guards to give herself a little bit of room. Wrenches her little hands through the cuffs, grabs them, maybe yeets them in the face of the other, and grabs
Ooh,
the gun.
Sand.
Okay. And as you do that, immediately all the guards, they look surprised. That definitely caught them off. And they're a little slow to go to their weapons, but they all start reaching. Red/Blue, you have a moment to act before they all shoot at you, because you have definitely surprised them with this. What do you do?
Would you like to go first, Red?
Yeah, as Blue is slipping the cuffs and knocking her the guards on her, Red will pull out his side blade and do they have rifles or pistols?
They have rifles because they are in a very dangerous jungle. These are heavy blasters, essentially.
Can I try to slice the rifles, like basically render them useless?
You could. I wouldn't say you could get all of them at once.
Yeah, of course,
but
of course,
you
of
could.
course, of course.
Yeah, if you're trying to specifically disable one of them or a few that are close to you very quickly, I would say that's a very reasonable thing that you could do.
Okay.
Is that what you would like to do? And are you going for the rifles more or the people more?
You know what? Honestly, Red's just gonna pull out the cube and try to erase all the guards' memories.
LOL?
I mean, shit,
Are we just going
Okay.
for the Kamehameha off the rip?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to say there's a lot of guards. It's meant for, one person or small amount of people, 9 at once, possible but difficult, and you were surrounded by people who are about to draw weapons. So I'm going to say this is desperate and limited effect to wipe all of the guards' memories simultaneously, but you can certainly go for it.
All right.
And
Yeah,
that is definitely a tune.
Yeah, I'm going to. Can I use a gambit, everyone?
Please do.
Okay.
Go for it.
Are you
Alright.
also pushing yourself because of your thing that lets you, if you use a gambit, you don't take the stress costs, or?
Yeah, this is all out. All right. So Red, instead of activating his size sword, he actually just gently pulls out the cube and calmly clears his mind and focuses on clearing everyone else's mind. And the roll, a success.
Success. And you focus, and as they look to draw their weapons, you feel the cube emanate power, and you see them all look very confused for a moment. And then they look around, and they see Blue holding a gun. They see you holding a cube. They see the door open. The cuffs clank to the ground right then after having been thrown in someone's face, but they don't remember that. They just see the cuffs drop to the ground. And they look around at each other for a moment, very confused. And one of them's like, Is this a transfer?
Yes.
Well, which one are you here for?
What does he mean? I don't know.
Which one of the other prisoners are we here for?
Yeah, you guys are obviously taking prisoners.
Red will just say, "We're here for you," and try to push two of the guards into the cell toward the other prisoners.
We could just kill him.
That is wonderful. Blue, what are you doing as you see Red try to do this?
But there are people in those cells with them, is there not?
There are, but the push is not going to hurt the people in the cells unless he collides them in, which I guess
I'm just
that
trying
is
to push them to
possible.
basically be like, just push them into action. Hopefully get them involved with this little prison break.
Okay. Fair. Then I
So
will
wait,
stand
Do you
on the
have
door.
do you have like a way push, force push thing, Red, now? Is that a new thing? Or are you
I
physically
do
pushing?
Have a way push.
Okay. That is a
I'm
thing
happy
in
to
this
help
game.
push.
So
Yeah.
you're
I'm
physically
I'm happy
you're
to push.
physically
I'm
pushing them in.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
It's
that
like
sounds like
roughly
scrap.
Let's scrap it, baby.
All right, because they are so surprised and don't know what's happening, I'm going to say that is actually going to be controlled and standard effect.
Copy. That's a partial success.
Okay. You manage to push one in, and then you see the Ranamayans go, and they jump and just start wailing on this guy who goes in. The other one you're not able to get good purchase on because he like sees what's coming and pushes, and then he goes to draw his weapon, but the Ranamayans in the cell run, and they start punching and kicking this guy that you pushed into the cell.
Yes. I left you.
But at that time, the rest of the guards all draw their blasters and point them at you. And we will pause there and go across the galaxy to
The system.
Watermelon.
Oh.
Oh my god, why can't I not
Oh
find this?
yeah,
Um,
it's time for us to get our daily dose of fruit.
What's your favorite fruit, chat? Watermelon.
And Blue and Red and Indigo, think about how you're going to get out of that in a moment.
Okay.
Watermelon, you know that there are lots of baddies who are looking for Deetha and expecting her to get on a train, and you need to get her out. You have been given a few exits and plans of where the guards are. For the moment, you have the element of surprise.
Yep.
And they do not know what is going on. What are you doing?
I am going to very quickly use my disguise kit on Deetha.
Ooh. That's, do this quickly. It's not risky. I'm going to say, that sounds like Sway.
Sure.
And
I
I'm going
can
to say
sway.
that is controlled and standard effect.
Okay. Controlled standard. Roll. Partial success.
Okay. You go and you start making her up. You have maybe even you like do some impromptu like wardrobe changes, extra pair of glasses, a wig
Give
that
her
you
my-
brought.
Yep.
Throw it all on. It takes a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
During which time, Green, I have a question. Where are you?
Oops.
He would have picked up a newspaper that was left behind on one of the benches, and he's gonna sit like at the farther back row, like not right next to the tracks. Like it's not his train yet. He's waiting, but he's got like the room in eye line. Like he's just waiting.
Okay. As you're waiting, it's like 5 minutes of them in the bathroom total, including the conversation earlier. And you see, you're not a dumb person, but you see two people in suits and sunglasses walk down the stairs into the train station looking around like they're scoping things out.
Uh-oh.
Do you do anything?
I think while she's dressing Deetha up, she probably uses her... Because our communicators are encrypted, right?
I believe so. Pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah,
Pretty
it
sure.
says even... It has a few bands, even a few encrypted.
Yes.
Okay.
So yes.
Would say, doing a quick outfit change. Keep your eyes open.
Yeah, I've already got two. They just came down the stairs. I don't think they've even thought to look for where she is. Like they're scoping it.
Okay. Just observe and let me know if they walk away. Just for a minute. I'm almost done here.
No worries. I got it.
Next
fine.
train, Central, downtown, in 2 minutes.
Just kidding. We gotta go now.
The guards looking. Green, you see they look towards the bench where Deetha and Pink were near, and they don't see Deetha. They look at each other. They nod. You see one of them like say something into their jacket.
Oh, right.
And
We're
they
in
start-
desperate starting position. I forgot.
They start glancing around, looking. They don't make it. They don't look towards the bathrooms or anything yet, but they're searching through the people. They're pushing through the crowds, trying to find anyone. It's probably when, not if, they find them eventually. So you'll have to make a move eventually, but they're starting to search around.
How far away? I'm just curious for my mind's eye. How far away is the bathroom from where these guys are?
I'd say not horribly far, like anywhere, but like I guess I'll just say like 40 feet.
All in the same hallway? Is it around
Yeah,
the
so
corner?
imagine
What's the deal?
a train platform narrow with trains on both sides and like escalators leading up down the center in both directions, and like
Okay.
underneath the escalators where the bathrooms are. So they aren't looking for in the bathrooms or anything now. They're trying to see if maybe they missed her or she somehow like gave them the slip. They're just trying to find where she is. Clearly looking for
But
her.
she looks different enough with what I've done, right?
Yes.
Okay, I
You
need
are
you
fairly
to walk
confident.
confidently the fuck out of this this train station, and I will follow you. I say to Deetha. I keep it open. so
Okay.
Green can hear what
You
I
don't want
say.
me to get on the train. You want me to walk out of the station.
Yep, we're gonna get you the fuck out of here.
Okay.
What do you think I just did this for?
Okay. Got it. She like straightens herself out, looks in the mirror.
You belong where you're going. You're not nervous. Everything is fine. And I will follow you.
She unlocks the bathroom door, swings it open, puts a smile on, and walks out. Green, you will see that she just kind of strides pretty confidently towards the escalator on the way up. And her handlers don't seem to notice her. The disguise seems to be good enough, or they are too distracted that they are noticing. She walks up the escalator towards the top.
Yeah, Pink gives it like 3 seconds before she follows.
Okay.
Yep.
And once he sees them moving towards the escalator, he'll stand, fold the newspaper under his arm, and checks his watch, looks at the train schedule, checks his watch again, goes for the escalator. He's got time for coffee.
Like it. As that happens, you see that Deetha's train rolls into the station, and the two agents, spies, whatever it is they are, go and look at the doors. There's a lot of doors to this train, about 10 of them, but one goes to the front, one goes to the back, and they're just kind of looking at the people getting on and going off, scanning, looking to see if she gets on. Eventually, a shuffle of dozens of people in and out of the train. You hear the beep. The doors close. The train starts to pull away the station. Pink, you already out of there. Green, you kind of watching this happen as you're leaving the station, and then you see the two of the agents meet back in the middle of the platform, radio something into their microphones again. They realize Deetha has not gotten on the train. She's running. She must be around here somewhere. Deetha is... Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Mandy.
I was going to say, when we exit the station and we're up top, taxis are a thing, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm going to call a taxi. I'm going to hail a taxi.
Hail a
and we're
cab.
both
Let's
gonna
see.
get in.
How long does it take you to hail a cab? Let's fortune roll.
Look at me.
Hey, I'm just
Real.
I'm just fortune rolling. What is
Do I
it?
need to sway? I'll
Could
sway.
Could be a busy night.
No. It's not about
no,
you
no,
being
please do.
able to flag one down. It's, is there one that's coming by exactly when you need it? That's what we're rolling for. Not the way, you know.
Oh, the
You can
seamless.
raise your hand. Go ahead, Momo. What were you saying?
The seamless one, you know, where you
Yeah.
walk immediately up to the.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
in Sex and the City when they always find a cab.
Yeah, they just
Truly.
always
Without
find one
fail.
immediately.
That's
Just
right.
raise their hand.
Just the, not even a full hand, just the.
No, just a.
that. Mood.
You know exactly what I was talking about. Of course.
The
Exactly.
guards are, you see at the top of the escalator when you get up, Pink, Deetha is just deep breaths, and just kind of like staring off, waiting. You looking, hailing a cab, and you start to see now there you see the other agents that they're working in tandem. They're actually like running around, darting, looking back and forth amongst pretty crowded streets.
Do I see any
Wait.
cover?
Lots of
taxis
cover.
aren't-
Lots of
Okay.
cover. There
No
is
taxi stops for us.
not yet, but probably shortly. There's a lot of car traffic in this city. But yes, there's lots of places to hide. There are
Near a
storefronts that
train
you could
station, though? I'm just saying. Anyway,
wait.
eyes emoji.
No, I'm saying is there's lots of stores that you could dart in front of. There is a
Yeah, we can go
like
into a
covered
store.
bus stop that you could try to find some cover in.
Go into a store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you grab
Is there
her?
like yeah, I'll like link arms with her casually. Let's go get some lunch. And
Yeah,
we're
let's
gonna
see. There's
go to
there's a pawn shop. There's a few restaurants. There's a cafe.
a restaurant.
Go
So I
in
can
and
sneak-
sit
and we can
down.
sneak through the back. Hell no.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got it. Okay.
Mhm.
And we can skip ahead as they are looking and don't find. I would say if you two would like to just give me a group skulk to try to sneak away to...
I am pushing
love
myself
a
to
bit
use
of
my doctor rating for this because I only have 1 die in skulk.
Skulking as a treat.
I love to skulk as a treat.
What is our
Girl.
position for this?
Yeah, what's our position?
It is going to be desperate, but it is going to be great effect as you have taken much precautions to get out of this.
Hell yeah.
And I get a bonus die because I'm pushing myself to use my doctor roll. So 4 die. Fingers.
I am
Something
also
wrong.
going to be pushing myself. That's a partial success.
Success.
All right, we have a success and a partial, so no failures. Go out the back. I'm going to tick the Deetha's handler's clock 3 times as they are looking for you but cannot find you. Sneak out the back of this restaurant, and you seem to have lost them for the moment. What do you all do? Say to each other, go.
I will do communicator to him and say, remember that coffee cart?
Yeah, I remember.
Meet me there.
I'm away.
Because that's far enough away from the train station.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna
Okay. I would
act
say...
like we're supposed to be wherever we are and make our way to the little coffee cart,
Just
which
to
is probably
see,
several blocks away.
how quickly you are able to navigate through the crowd, which is busy. I would say that is probably, I mean, you could do a lot of different things, actually. Command to get people to go out of the way, skulk to sneak out of the way, scramble to like very quickly and dexterously go through. Your all choice on how you would like to do that to quickly navigate the crowd.
Fuck it, I'm pushing myself again. So I can use my doctor rating. Because I can use that as many times as I want as long
You
as
can.
I push myself, right?
You can.
Dope. What's the position for this?
This is going to be controlled again and standard effect,
Okay.
as now you have momentarily lost them.
I'm skulking, by the way, just to make
Okay.
it clear. Partial success.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to sway my way through. I'm going to convince people, move, I'm late.
Okay.
Excuse
Yeah,
me, pardon me.
I'm late for my big.
I'm just
Mammal
gonna say
Panacea.
that is risky standard for that, I would say.
Risky standard. Beautiful. Pushing myself.
Love that.
That's a fucking fail, boys.
Oh no.
2-1-2-1.
Oh no.
Can I? No, I don't know that this would work. I was gonna say, can I suggest a flashback to like cover up this failure?
I mean, depending on what the flashback is, but I will tell you what happened is you were navigating through and you say, move, move, get out of my way, I'm late. And you draw the attention of a nearby agent who looks at you and thinks that that's weird. Would you like to resist that consequence?
Yeah.
Make
Don't
a
have it.
resistance roll, and that's what is social. Resolve.
Resolve.
Oh,
Don't forget to mark your desperate roll.
Oh yeah, your desperate XP, and you get gambits when you roll desperate, right? Is that a thing?
Yes, we do. So we
Yeah.
reloaded gambits here.
Okay.
how many
Great.
damage do we have now?
Still at 4.
Okay.
That
okay,
is a
so you only take
5.
1 stress. The agent like looks, but then looks away because they don't give you a second look.
Yeah, you're not Deetha. You're just some random.
Wait a minute, that's not Deetha. That's a junkie, a grease monkey. Let him go.
Eventually, you hear a PA announcement coming from speakers hidden on the street that says, "Attention citizens, glory to the sun. Law enforcement officials are looking for a young woman, blue hair, business suit. She appears to be capable of great harm and is extremely dangerous. If anyone sees this person, please contact a local law enforcement official. Thank you. Of course, since you've changed Deetha's clothes, there's probably going to be fine. But they're trying to turn the citizenry to find you. But I think for now, things look like they're going to be okay. Good job, team.
It's like we need to go shopping.
Truly, yes. Or we get to the ship.
That first, yeah.
You all make your way to the ship?
Yes.
Cool. And you all get out of Dodge.
Thank God.
Yeah, he's gonna like just sigh the fattest sigh he's ever given in his life. All right, Sarah. Plot our course to get back to Aketi.
You get in the shuttle, take off, get to the ship. Of course, Captain. Plotting a course.
I like the sound of that.
So, okay. I guess you are temporary captain.
Listen, I'm not gonna squander a good opportunity. Also, you're
He just
Deetha.
kind
Nice
of
to meet you.
squints at you.
So you're Deetha. Nice to meet you.
Green, I need a fake ship name that you might be using on your transponder currently.
Oh. Oh yeah. I gotta go on.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Come on. This is fine. It's gonna be fine.
Oh no.
What? Come on. It'll be fine. Strix Owl.
Strixowl. You get a radio message. Attention, Strixowl. You match the description of a known fugitive. Please state your business in the sector.
It's just this sector. Fuck. Like, okay, are we in orbit of the planet still?
Yes.
Or like we're just leaving? Okay.
You're in the orbit. You are on board the Fire Drake. You get a message. You don't even know who or where this is coming from, but it's on an official open channel.
Official open channel. Apologies, monsieur. Visiting my grandmother for her birthday.
Sounds like Sway.
I'm a convincing guy.
I hope so. I hope it's Sway.
I'm gonna spend a gambit. What's my position?
This is going to be risky and standard effect, my friend.
Cool. That's a success.
Let's go.
Bless.
And I get that gambit back.
You do.
Yeah.
Filling
Did you
of the
use the
clock.
gambit?
I did.
Oh, then I don't think you do you?
No, I have the ability that lets
That's
me
right,
generate gambits
dude.
when I
Only
spend
green,
gambits.
yeah.
Okay. I was like, whoa.
So
I
what
love
happens
it.
when the two faces go on a mission together?
Right? We just gain more, apparently. It's awesome.
Says, very well. I'll make a note in the official log. Go about your business. Have a great day,
Merci beaucoup,
monsieur.
monsieur. Glory to the sun.
And we go back to the wonderful jungle.
Gee, let's fight.
Wait, I feel like it's worth saying Pink gives him a little smooch for his good acting.
Ooh.
Aw.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Moochin' time.
In front of the little sis at that.
Oh, yeah, in front of sister.
It's not like she's making out with him. She just
That's
gives him
true. I'm not saying it's inappropriate.
No, I
You
never
guys?
said that.
Why you gotta make it weird?
Why is it weird? I just thought it was a little cute.
This little cutie pie
A little
thing to do.
goofy. Little family, like, eye roll, like, sitcom thing.
You
Blue and
love
red.
the watermelon.
Whatever, they're adults. She can get over it.
You have
That's
eight.
real.
You have 8 guards with their weapons trained on you.
Oh, shit.
Easy.
Elbows up, baby.
They're gonna
Better than
shoot
mine.
you.
They're gonna try.
I'll say,
What do you
wouldn't
do?
Blue have a little bit of extra time while I was doing all my stuff and they were getting their wits about them? I feel like
Yeah.
she'd be able to do something in that time.
Yeah,
Truly believe.
that's true. You've got the drop on them.
Oh, I stopped blasting.
I really think I can start firing before they can start.
So you just want to start taking people out.
Yeah, I'm not playing games.
Okay.
We're going headshots only.
So you just want to shoot to kill one of them.
I am shooting to kill. They're on a no, not where we're at. We're shooting to kill.
Okay.
Frank,
What
Frank,
tier
it is
is
a tier.
what?
It's a
There's no
three.
mercy.
Yeah, he's tier 3, right?
He's
So
now
it's gonna
tier
be
3.
desperate but great effect because T2 is a tier 3 weapon.
Yes, sir.
We put one of those rings with like he's rocking one of those really expensive rings. So
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
that is a big ass laser.
Okay, let's see. Scrap. I'll push myself for this.
Okay.
I'm happy to do so.
Critical
crit
success.
It's time to murder.
Okay, John Wick.
Blam,
time for
blam.
murder.
Headshots
I'm
on
the
2
best
of them.
DPS there ever was.
They immediately go down. And now they are reacting so that they have their blasters out and they are about to fire back. You have a split second to do something. What do you do before they start firing back at you?
It can switch into a shield, right?
It can.
Let me turn T2 into a shield.
Are you also going to try to cover red with this? Or are you
Yes.
just covering yourself? Okay. It'll
No,
be
she's-
harder, but I'm still... And you're just basically trying to shield and...
I'll say
Go ahead.
Red is turning to face the other guys and kind of just walking toward them, so don't worry about protecting
Okay.
Red.
Then I will just shield myself.
Okay. And are you
Since-
trying to get out, or what is your goal? Are you just like buying yourself time
Red's trying to
think?
close the distance.
No, that's what red, but blue. Like, are you
Okay, perfect. Sorry.
are you
sorry.
running? Are you just holding your ground? Are you trying to get closer to them? Or are you...
So I'm putting shield up because I did a light load, so I only have probably like a small weapon on me, like a small gun.
Okay. No, but what I
And-
mean is, are you trying to escape? Are you trying to fight? Or are you
I'm-
just...
Oh, I'm
standing
not trying to
towards-
escape.
Okay, so you're just holding your
Stay
ground
trapped in
and
here with me.
buying time. Okay.
Love it.
Okay, Rorschach, what the
And Red, you were just walking towards them?
Murder.
Just closing the gap, trying to get as close to the nearest guy as possible.
So, Red, I say that is scramble to try to just very quickly get to them before you get shredded. Blue, I'm going to say... I don't know how even to describe just using cover like this. What do you all think? Scramble, scrap?
Crit success on the scramble.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wow. I'm not
Hey, that's an
looking
extra
forward to my
gambit.
rolls.
What do you think, Momo? What is using the shield? What action is that? You tell me.
One moment. Depends on if you consider this a weapon still, because
weapon.
piloting a weapon is helm.
Well, you're not piloting
Oh, I'm
T2.
sorry. Sorry.
Scrap.
Scrap. It's when
Okay.
you engage in
Arm.
pitched combat. It's harm or neutralize.
I'd say you could do scramble or scrap.
I'll scrap.
Okay.
Because what if you want to do like a bull rush?
I
with
could.
the
Yeah, I could do a
shield?
shield bash.
Yeah.
Is-
So I'm going to say
yes,
this
what I'm
is
thinking about.
risky but great effect.
Okay. Success.
That is awesome. So a few of them start firing at blue. Oh, I need to tick this clock up that I made for the jail guards since you killed 2 of them. Blue, you just hold the shield, block a few of the blaster fires. Red, some of them start shooting at you, but you literally just dodging between them, the shots, and then you get into close range of a few of them. They're kind of flabbergasted and they go to keep shooting, but you are now within striking distance. What do you do?
I want to use my side blade and slice their gun in half. At least one of their rifles. 2 if they're close enough.
I think 2 is doable. You don't want to hurt them. You just want to slice the guns.
Yeah, basically neutralize their ability to fight from range.
Okay. Blue, what about you?
Shield bash time.
Oh, that's great. So you just want to like charge and bash one of them?
Yeah, I think I could get one against a wall.
Okay. Those both sound like scrap to me.
We're
Blue, I
scrapping,
think
baby.
yours is risky and great effect, and red, I think yours is desperate but also great effect.
Copy. Success.
Y'all just roll sixes.
That's
Rolling
that's
sixes.
4.
Partial. I got a 5.
That's 4 successes.
That's 'cause
That
we're
was
the
for-
galaxy's favorite rogues and
That was
villains.
crit,
Exactly.
crit, success, and now partial. Awesome.
So
Yeah,
that's
I've
what
got a
is that
partial.
4 gambits?
Oh yeah, that's
Uh,
gonna be another.
We're back.
Hold on.
Baby.
I'm looking at the thing. Continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you do generate gambits on a success, right? Is that how that works? I think
On
that's
a
how that
six.
works.
Yeah.
On a 6, and that
As
was
long
4
as you don't
sixes in a
use
row.
gambit.
So
We haven't.
You all pushed
I
yourselves.
haven't.
You didn't. So you're up to 8 gambits,
Let's go.
which is the max that the thing goes up to. So Red,
Perfect.
you go and you're able to easily slice off 2 of the guns. The other ones that shoot at you miss, go wild, stormtrooper style. They're just missing. Blue, you manage to charge and shield bash one of them, knocked to the ground, but you get shot from someone in your back. I need you to take level 1 harm. I guess we'll say shot in the back.
Damn, a back shot?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Stop it!
Got him.
Not now. We're fighting.
I'm so slow tonight.
No, that's
Um,
for later.
That's
You've
for later.
gotten you've gotten a good percentage of them, but there's still a few guards up.
Okay,
They're
we can
still
take 'em.
shooting. At this point, though, the Ranamayans have dealt with the guard that you threw into the cell, and they start flowing out of the cell.
Excellent.
And they seem like they might be ready to help you with the rest of the guards, though they look a little hesitant because, they are holding weapons.
Not for long.
What do you
True,
all do?
Not for long.
Is this a rinse repeat situation for Red? You want to get in close to 2 more?
Yeah, that is correct. Rinse, repeat. I'll use a gambit since we're gambit heavy.
Your gambit flush. And Blue, is this another shield bash for you?
That's a success.
I think I can shield bash, but I was thinking, as she's about to do this, the guards that are behind me that were killed,
Mm-hmm.
they had weapons.
They did have weapons.
If you'd like to help, you can pick up the other weapons and stand behind me.
Okay. Oh, that's great. I don't even know if you need to roll for that. No. Well,
Do you have anything with command?
I have commander, but that's when I lead a group action.
I would say this could either be command or sway.
Oh, yes.
But I'm gonna
I'll use
say-
command.
I'm going to say that is controlled, but great effect. No, risky, but great effect.
Okay. Oh, I failed.
Oh,
3-3.
no. You like,
There you go. I finally got my
you're
fails.
yelling at them. It's like, hey, you can pick up the guns. And you see, they don't shoot at you. They start shooting at the Ranamayans behind you into the crowd. And the crowd disperses and they hit the deck.
I
Like,
hate
trying
this.
not to get shot.
Okay.
That's fair.
And then one of the guards is like, get back or we'll kill all of them.
Bro,
Red,
not if we kill you first.
you did also slice the guns of another 2. You were just working through, and they are pretty horrified and terrified of you as you betrayed them, and also you're a mystic and have a plasma sword, and they don't know what's going on. There's only 3 guards left holding their weapons. The others are kind of like seeking for cover themselves and running away from you, the ones that got disarmed.
At this point, Red stops. Like he's been dodging around, kind of like almost like a blur, chopping
Yeah.
up the guns and going back and forth. And then he calmly stops. And he says, "Lay down your weapons, and no one else has to get hurt."
Command, sway.
I feel more like Sway trying to convince them versus being like, he's very calm.
Okay. I'm gonna say risky but standard effects.
Okay, I'm gonna gambit again. That's a triple success. 3 6s.
3 6s and a 3, y'all. What?
Y'all,
the hell?
that's crazy.
Uh,
The
Now's the
guards
time
look-
to have
The
them.
guards look at each other. They drop their blasters. One says, "Do what they say," and then all of them put their hands up. One of them says,
Red
"You're
will-
never gonna get out of this camp alive."
we'll see about that. Red will turn off his plasma sword and point for them to get into these cells.
They, not putting up any resistance, they all walk into the cell.
Red will lock it behind them. And do the Randomans have the shock collars on?
Yes, all of them do.
Can we get
Can
those
we?
off?
Yeah, can we take those off?
Do you want to start with your own blue?
Yes, I would.
So you have no idea how this thing works, but you can try. I would say this is rig. It's going to be controlled, but it's going to be limited effect. It might take you a while to do this.
Can I not just ask one of these men?
You could try to convince them to tell you how to get it off, but they're probably not in a mood to help you. How would you like to convince them to try to help you get it off?
That's fair. I guess they wouldn't want to help me.
Well, you can little good cop, bad cop. You're not taking prisoners. I am.
Fair. Okay. Now that you're in there, you can tell me how to take the shock collar off, or I can start firing blindly into the cell.
That sounds like command.
That sounds like a threat.
Yes.
A promise, in fact.
It's like night never left.
I'm gonna
Night
say
lives on.
that is
Really?
controlled and standard.
Okay. A partial.
Okay.
A 5.
I get to make a new clock.
I don't like that.
Moments. There's one, and I gotta make one more clock. Good job on getting the jail guards out of there. And one of them says, "There's a toolkit in the desk over there. Still not going to be quick."
Thank you.
And he
I'll go
gives you
push tool.
instructions for where you have to disassemble it.
Question, Frank. How tight are these to the neck? Are they like tight collars, or are they like? What's
Oh.
the stitch? Because I got a little
Oh.
plasma blade here.
You could just cut through it.
To do it completely safely, you would have to go very slowly. But yes, they are pretty close to the neck. You've got maybe half an inch of room between the skin and the collar.
It's not bad.
It's so bad.
It's not too bad.
I'm
You
like,
want to
"That's not bad."
start cutting random mans out of their collars?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll
Okay.
start working on getting myself out with the toolkit.
So for blue, that's going to be rig still, but it's going to improve your position and the speed at which you're doing it. So I'm going to say that's control and standard. For red, you could do scrap or rig.
We're scrapping, baby.
That's scrapping. I've got a
So
4.
here's my
partial.
question, Red. Are you going for speed or accuracy?
I'll say he's being careful. He doesn't want to hurt anybody, so he's like 80% accuracy, 20% speed.
Okay, so that's going to be controlled and great effect.
Okay, and I'm gonna use a gambit. We got gambits galore. That's a success.
Okay. Red, you start cutting slowly. Blue, it takes you a bit. And as you do, you hear the sound. It's took a while, but you hear boots on ground outside. It sounds like dozens.
Are there any other weapons in here?
There's lots of weapons in here. There's the weapons, well, 3 of them from the guards are intact. No, 5 of them from the guards are intact. Red cut the other ones. Ooh, let's see. Would they have any bigger weapons? You might have to actually go searching, which will take a moment to find, but there probably are weapons in here. None that you immediately see hanging on the walls, but you've got 9 security forces here that might have some kind of better weapons on them somewhere. And then you've got some desk drawers and cabinets to go through if you would like to search. But it's going to take time, and there's bad guys outside.
Do you want to be the distraction, or do you want to start looking for something that'll solve this? She looks around.
Happy to be the distraction.
You want the shield?
Nah, you keep T2. I'll figure something out.
Okay. And she's starting to rush around this room, digging through drawers quickly.
Red,
Look for a weapon.
Are you going to keep cutting collars, Red, during this time?
Red will keep cutting collars, and while he's doing that, basically give a speech to the Randomians saying, you know, it's time to take your freedom back. It's time to live for yourselves. It's time to be free. Fight with us. And he'll kind of like point toward the weapons and try to basically rally the troops to come to our aid.
So, Blue, I'm going to say to try to do this quickly, study or scramble. To try to find weapons ASAP. And then Red, that sounds like either consort or sway. Either works.
I'll sway it up. Another success.
Nice. Let's go.
Can't stop rolling 6s.
Fuck. I got a partial.
Great. You find... Give me a moment. I want to look up some weapons.
Oh.
One second. I want it to be juicy.
Ooh.
You find 2 flamethrowers that look to be in very good quality. You also find a detonator launcher and a box of 4 detonators.
That's
And
a 6.
as you are searching and you find these, taking inventory, you hear sirens come from the camp. And then, whoop, we're going into lockdown. We're going into lockdown. We're going into lockdown. And you notice as you look out the front of the cell, you can see all of a sudden this force field come on the outside of the crater, and the Randomians who still have their collars on start getting shocked and fall to the ground. And then you hear a voice, "Come out with your hands up and no one has to die."
Now they done pissed me off.
And
How many?
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, how many Randomians do we have freed?
I'd say you have about half of them, so maybe like 8 are on the ground. You've managed to free about 8 or 10 of them in the time. we're going to go back to pink or green for a moment.
Hey. What are we doing? Oh, we're floating in space.
Yeah.
I believe you probably need to have a conversation with each other and perhaps also Deetha to plan your next moves.
Yeah. Okay, little sister. I'm gonna give you some clothes. You need to change. I hope you don't like these too much because they're getting spaced.
That's not the appropriate music. Let's do this one.
You might have trackers on you.
Yeah, that's fine. You're definitely more experienced with the running from hegemony thing. Yep, no problem. No attachment. Let's go. Let's do it.
I promise I won't buy you new stuff, but for now you have tons. There's tons in my closet you can borrow. We look like we're about the same size.
Yeah, I'd say we are about the same size. You haven't changed much, sis. So I
You'd be
didn't mean it
surprised.
negatively. I just mean you're about what I remember.
Interesting. I definitely want to talk to you more about that, but first, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that this has to be the first conversation we have once we reach safety, but if they're tracking you, then they're tracking us, and we have people we gotta go pick up.
Oh, yeah, I guess it
Sorry.
makes sense that it wouldn't only be 2 people to operate a ship this big.
Nope, we got a whole crew.
Um,
You'll meet them soon enough.
I don't know whether to be insulted that I didn't require the whole crew to rescue or impressed that it only took 2 of you to do it.
Smaller numbers arouse less suspicion. It's the #1 rule of being a spy. That's why most spies are solo.
Yeah.
She just rattles off this knowledge like she remembers it.
Yeah, I wouldn't know a whole lot about that, but I'll
You know
maybe
what's
have to
funny
ask
about
you about
that?
that.
What's funny about that? And I'll explain. I was led to believe that you were just like me. So imagine my surprise finding that you're just a private citizen.
Yeah. Who told you what exactly?
I assume this is happening while she's changing.
Yeah,
and, like, throwing her
she's not.
old
Yeah,
clothes
she's.
at Pink and
Yeah, she's taking off clothes, just throwing them down. You grab a trash bag. She starts shoving clothes
we're
into
in my
the
room,
bag.
by the way,
Yeah,
in terms of setting.
yeah.
And she's scanning the clothes really quickly with her scanner to see if it picks up any metallic foreign bodies in it that aren't just clothing pieces.
Just gonna roll your ship tier.
Okay.
Nothing.
Doesn't do anything.
Nothing. Well, not that it doesn't do anything, but you scan and you don't detect anything. But I think you're planning on spacing the stuff anyway, so I don't know how much that matters. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you the short version. It's going to be a shock. Okay. I didn't quite believe it myself. I lost all of my memories a couple of months ago. And an artifact completely wiped out all of my past, so I know nothing about you. And my handlers, the ones who made me a spy / double agent / all of those things, led me to believe that you were another asset that was going to be used to replace me once I outlived my usefulness.
Wow, that's really messed up that they told you that.
Yep.
So I did go into the service a long time ago, but I was never a spy. I was a desk jockey.
She just kind of nods like she's not surprised, but she doesn't feel happy about it. She was almost hoping that they were the same. Even though she wasn't didn't
What's
really
wrong?
want
Why do you
that.
look so bothered by that?
You know, I don't know. Maybe I hope that somebody else would understand exactly how I feel for being in the position that I'm in.
Well, while I haven't exactly been a spy, I certainly know what it's like to be up against the wall, so to speak.
She considers telling her more, but stops herself. Because all the things she remembers, because she's refused to revive more of her memories, are bad things. And she doesn't want this first talk to be all about that.
Mm-hmm. So, where are we going? Where's your friends?
One thing at a time. I gotta space these. Pick out,
Right.
whatever you want. I'll be right back.
We've got some nice clothes in this closet.
You could say I'm a fashion aficionado.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make sure to use whatever the nearest receptacle is that will allow me to space.
Yeah,
this
you've
thing,
got
these
got
clothes.
trash that can be trash bins that can be spaced
Yeah, either incinerated or spaced.
easily. Yes.
Okay, cool. I just want it destroyed. I want any possibility of tracking, recording, any of that to be destroyed. Okay.
Jettison out into the deep beyond.
Perfect. So I'll return. I will do this as quickly as I can. Getting rid of everything and coming immediately back. Sorry about that. You can't be too careful these days. With
Thanks
things the way
about
they
Blue.
are. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
So what's the
They
situation? What are we doing?
They're in the system, hopefully freeing our captain's family, I think. We had to split up in order to do both because we knew if we hit one separate from the other that it would raise all of the alarms and, might make finding one group impossible. So that's why you got just 2 of us instead of the whole crew. Turns out I was right.
Well,
Tara, do we have any communications?
no, we have not received any transmission from the rest of the crew.
Yeah, okay. Hopefully that means it's going well.
I hope so. Would you like me to send anything on an open channel? It does seem risky, but...
Nope.
Understood.
Lock down communications unless specifically instructed by me.
Understood, Pink.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Who is that?
Yeah.
Is your ship
now that's
alive?
figured. We have an AI core. We may or may
Whoa.
not have pilfered it.
Metal.
It is pretty metal, actually.
If you have to be a criminal on the run, I gotta say, it's good that you're a cool criminal.
Yeah, I would say that we're pretty cool criminals. If that was a word that we were going to use.
Well, what
We're
would
trying
you
to
call
help people,
yourselves?
Deepa. Freedom fighters.
I guess that qualifies. The
If
hegemony
being
does
a criminal
suck.
is a side effect of doing what's right, then I don't want to be a law-abiding citizen.
So, the ship is my home now?
Until we can find you a safe spot, we do have extra quarters that you can use. Until we find a safe place to take you if you don't want to stay on the ship. You don't have to decide now.
Yeah, I think
you don't
I'm
want
gonna have to think about that one, sis.
Okay.
Still a little bit reeling, you know. I haven't been
Yeah,
off. I haven't been off world in years. I haven't been on a ship in almost as long.
I can't remember the last time I settled in one place, so I guess we're opposites there.
Well, do you remember when you used to live on Nightfall?
I got a feeling while I was there. It felt good to be there. But I don't remember anything specific, no.
So you don't know that we were born there?
We were born there.
Yeah. This fashion sense was taught. You know.
Was it?
Yeah.
Where
I
did it
mean,
come
it's
from?
hard to live on Nightfall without picking up some sort of fashion sense.
Where did it come from?
You know, you go to parties, you meet important people, you want to have big dreams, gotta learn to blend in, move up in the world, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
You had the bright idea that getting into one of the guilds eventually might be the ticket, and we both joined up to the military.
Oh.
It was a good idea if they weren't, you know, evil.
Yeah. You can tell she's like getting uncomfortable.
Sorry. How about I just get some sleep while we're on the way, and you can tell me more about what you've been up to later.
Sure, yeah. I'd like that. I'm sure you want to rest after me literally kidnapping you from your entire life. And I'm so sorry that it had to be this way, but I'm sure this is better than Isotropa Max.
Yeah, I definitely would believe Vorex about most things, so thank you, I suppose. I am grateful. It's just hard to, you know, I don't really know what I expected.
She's gonna like hesitantly reach out to like touch her shoulder. If she'll let her. If she shies away, she won't.
As soon as you do that, she just grabs you and hugs you, and she starts crying.
I'll hug her back. Pet her hair. It's gonna be okay.
And it's just
I'll
like
make sure of it.
coming out like years of trauma and anguish pouring out of her in one moment.
Yeah.
Like she thought she would never see you again.
She's just gonna hold her and try to be as stoic as possible. Because she can't afford this right now for herself.
She wipes her eyes. Sorry, I'll
No, it's okay. I'm still processing.
She just like squeezes your hand and then walks into what she hopes is an unoccupied room.
she'll take her to the room next door, which is the empty one, I think, is what we had decided originally.
Yeah.
If you need anything, just let Tara know, or the comm button is right here on the wall. And we'll both hear it.
Will do. You go talk to Green.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where is Green when Pink finds him?
He is in the mess hall area.
I think that's just where she instinctively goes now when she looks for him. And she'll show up there.
How's your sister doing?
Not well, considering. But I think she just needs some time to rest and process and it's a lot.
It is. We'll find somewhere to get her set up, you know?
Yeah. I'm gonna let her choose if she wants to stay with us or not. She was in the service with me. She just wasn't a spy. So she does have some knowledge.
Well, that's good.
But I would rather put her somewhere safe, but I'm not going to take her choices away from her.
What if we sent her to Athene?
I don't know if Athene would be willing to be a babysitter, but...
Who said anything about being a babysitter? I mean stable employment in an environment that mimics what she was used to on Nightfall.
We'd have to get her a whole new identity, which I'm sure Athene could get.
Alternatives could be just Amaranth, you know?
Change her hair, possibly cosmetic surgery, make her not look quite like herself, at least for a while. The hegemony will be looking for her otherwise, because she's important to me. But that's a bridge to cross on another day. God, of course I've already gamed this out. What's wrong with me?
Hey, nothing's wrong with you. It's called being careful. And if anything, you're showing more restraint with it than usual, so that's an improvement.
I don't know how to feel about any of this, and so maybe that's why I seem to be having restraint.
Reasonable. I will say, very reasonable.
I don't know anything about her. She remembers everything about me. And I don't know anything.
Does she know that your mind was
Yes.
kind of... Okay.
I didn't tell her anything else. I can't.
And you don't have to.
I don't think she needs to know what they did to me.
No.
She already hates them anyhow.
Well, it's a step in the right direction, at least.
Well, at least she's cheering for the right side. At least I hope she is. Oh, I gave her a bunch of my clothes and spaced hers just in case there were trackers on her.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna do a medical exam on her after she's had some rest to make sure they didn't embed her with anything weird. You never know.
Also fair.
I knew a doctor in the hegemony who did unethical experiments on people, so it would not surprise me.
Definitely doesn't surprise me either. Although I do want to point something out here. We're about 2 days out from Akedi right now, and we have at least 8 hours for her to rest, relax, get herself sorted before we even jump into that. So that's 8 hours for you to maybe take a breath.
She just looks at you like she's got the little spinning wheel over her head because you told her to take a beat.
Yeah.
And she's just not computing. What do you mean? This is the most critical time. We've escaped for now, but...
We have.
We don't have time for a victory lap, Green. That's not...
No, we don't. But I think we have time to at least stop and tell ourselves we did a good job. We're going to be hopping right back into the fire not too long from now. I think it would do us to sit a little while on the counter before hitting the frying pan before that fire.
She just kind of slowly nods, although it's very reluctant.
Besides,
Okay.
there's something that I noticed that I don't think you did, but I did notice it.
What?
just how relaxed you were. We got off the ship, got onto nightfall, and you know what I saw? I saw a weight come off your shoulders. For at least 3 hours before we picked up Deetha, you were the lightest I've ever seen you. You carry way too much weight, honestly. And
She's thinking about it and realizing that he's right.
Don't even give me that old doctor crap where you kind of have to do it for the patients and keep professional at all times. Listen. We've known each other for like a little over a month, you know? And I don't think I've seen a smile nearly as beautiful as the one you had when we were on Nightfall. And I want you to keep that more often, you know? So just give yourself that 2 seconds. You've earned it.
I think they're probably like standing in front of each other. I think she's just gonna lean forward and like put her forehead on his chest. And just big sigh.
He'll hug her.
Yeah. She
There
hugs
we
him
go.
back.
Feels a little bit better, right?
Still deciding. Not sure.
Still deciding. Yeah, well, while you're deciding, I got you a latte, your favorite. And have you considered sitting in the captain's chair? It's so plush.
She just cracks up because she
she's
wasn't
only-
expecting you to bring up the chair again.
She's only mad when I sit in it. I think you can scot-free reap the reward.
All right, maybe once.
See, there we go. It spins. Hey, and
I
it's
know.
really
I've watched you spin in it for the last day and a half.
because it's fun.
Oh,
Truly.
Everyone in the chair.
She's gonna get her little latte
It is
and go
the
sit in the
best chair.
captain chair.
It is the best chair. It is objectively the best chair on the ship. It's the comfiest. It's got that 6-way movement. You can adjust it. Oh, it's nice.
Yep.
And we will take this moment to jump across the solar system to
If only my beautiful lava man would come and save us.
Yeah, I feel like we should start with Indigo.
that is
Call
where
Dad
I
to
was
pick us
going
up.
to start. Indigo, you have a while because it would have been at least an hour of time between when they left you at Base Camp 1 and where they are now.
Right.
What have you been doing?
Well, as they left, and I see that
Actually,
beautiful command center without anyone to command from, I think Indigo would just get up from his little internet cafe area, kind of stroll over there, mask still on, look around. Nobody seems to be paying attention to the place. Knock on the door.
no one inside. You wait a few minutes. No one comes to the door. A few scientists walk by you, give you polite nods.
Top of the morning. How's it going?
Good evening,
Wonderful.
sir.
Yeah, trees are doing what they do.
Enjoy your stay. Be careful. The plants are to die for.
Oh, humor. Okay, bye. And he just ignores
Jolly good,
them.
sir.
All right, Leon, keep an eye out. And he's gonna try to get in here. Hack his way in.
And has tentacles at attention out like he's about to attack something, just watching.
Okay. Jeez, so many gambits. I'm gonna use one as I.
Oh,
try to
actually,
hack.
this should be 8. They're back up to 8 gambits.
That's right. You did roll a 6 last. Oh my gosh. All right. Let me just check my abilities real quick. Do I have anything for hack? I do not. Okay. So I will just do a hack with a gambit. That's 3 6s.
So you go and you're like, oh, I could open the front door, or I could open every single door in this facility. And you see, as the door unlocks, you see all of the internal doors open inside.
Yep. I'll
That's 3 6s, Chad.
lock them behind me. Walk up to the like turn on the computers. I'm trying to get any information on what they are controlling in this area and how they're controlling it. And how much of a connection to wherever the captain in red went to. How much I
Ooh, that's a good call. I would say you have access to the computers. I think you still need to hack in order to get access to this information, but it's definitely controlled and great effect.
Okay, control, great effect. Do another hack. And I'm spending another gambit.
Do it.
That's a success.
Excellent. So you go into the system and you realize there is some way to communicate with the greater solar system here, but you don't see any connections to a base outside at first when you're looking through the regular files, but you dig deeper and you manage to crack some security of some of the higher up military personnel, and you realize that there is a secret base in the jungle, and they must have some kind of a satellite dish over there that is controlling local signals on the planet and boosting, since there's not much infrastructure here. And that seems to be how they're controlling everything. It is possible that you could hack your way into it, but there is, and understand, the system's there, but it doesn't seem like there's much focus on the base here. The base here seems rather squalid.
Right. But I haven't found the captains where they went.
Oh, no, that's what I mean. Yeah, you find...
that's where they are.
Yes, that's where the
Gotcha.
satellite is. Must be over there, further in the jungle. That's controlling everything.
Okay. And the commander that we were looking for, does it seem like that's where they would be located, or are they still located here?
So they are stationed here, but you can see you go through log files, and you can see he spends a lot of time at the secret base.
Copy.
Which you have now deduced is a prison camp from the files.
All right. So I have a question. With me basically hovering over this command center, basically in control of all of it. Am I in control of, say, setting bounties?
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Oh my god.
You could do that from here. At least on this planet.
Okay. So, on this planet, I need to make it seem reasonable. I would say that a hefty bounty sponsored by the hegemony will be given to anyone who can protect and or assist in the escorting of, I forgot, how do we pronounce?
Ranamians?
Ranamians off of the planet.
Oh. That's genius. Are you also broadcasting the coordinates of this secret camp as part of this bounty?
I am.
Genius.
I will set it up to make it seem like this was just like excommunicated faction of the hegemony, and the hegemony are trying to exterminate it with the help of the citizens.
No hack required as you were in the system, but what I will say is I would think that it is sway or command to see how official you can make this proclamation sound, how believable it is. The bounty will go out nonetheless, but to what level of official communications can Indigo finesse to try to get this out, where you're like, how do I imply that all those people are traitors and I need to get the Ranamayans out? There's been a horrible mistake. The commander's been compromised, etc. So
Can I take a flashback to assist?
Oh no, you're on another planet.
how
This is our
far
flashback.
back we going, and what are you trying to assist
Yeah.
with? Let me
Okay.
hear the ask
So-
first before I say no.
The ask is, Indigo does not talk like the average person you talk to. Green is giving him a listen on how to make your language seem approachable and appealing. This doesn't have to be recent.
Okay. So you want to give him... I would say if you want to take a 2-stress flashback, you could have at one point, as you're getting ready to part, saying, okay, you don't have any talkers on this mission, so I'm going to give you a few quick lessons in talking, and then I will let you assist from afar on his role. Does that sound fair?
I have a way to make this make more sense.
Okay,
I
go
will
ahead.
take that.
Okay, Green, if you want to, can you give me an example? I'm a visual learner. Could you just sit in front of this camera real quick and just give me one of those spiels of swaying somebody? Say as many words as possible, and a whole bunch of different dialects, different ways. Say one like that preachy lady, and then one like that guy with the good hair.
Oh, yeah. The sun people, yeah, those weirdos.
Yeah, just give me some. I might use
Okay,
this
okay,
for later. But I'm totally gonna learn how to talk like that.
Cool. Anyway. Just
You gotta get into character, of course.
I'm gonna get the long-haired guy first. He sounds more reasonable. I don't do the hoity-toity royal stuff. I like this long-haired dude.
Of course.
Greetings. I hope this meets you well. I've noticed that we have become a bit separate as of late, and so why don't
puts his
we
hands
work
together
to
a
mend
lot.
that?
Make
We're
sure
going
you do
to
that.
we're going to attempt to come together as a group, not a conglomerate, but a unit, a family. Because we have been separated for too long by our differences. The hegemony is vast, but we are one people under the sun.
I think that's enough. I think I'm good with that.
There we go.
And then I'll still do a command or sway roll, but I'd like to basically take the video evidence we have of that guy, lay it over Green's
Oh, I
persuasion.
get it. You're gonna go just right up a speed. Okay, brilliant. In that
We're
case,
deep faking them.
in that case, you can use hack for this roll
God.
instead. You're making a deep fake,
Oh my god.
The best
Stop
stress
it.
I've ever taken.
and I'm gonna
This is
say
genius.
will
this
use another
is
character. I'm
risky
sorry.
and great effect.
Okay. Risky, good effect.
Remember, kids, deep fakes are good.
Partial success.
Okay.
I would like to make a very pretty bounty on it, if that's possible.
Okay. I am going to say, you can tell me if you'd like to resist this consequence. It will work.
Okay.
There's a consequence. Someone will think that this is weird and report it to the church.
Uh-oh.
Would you like to resist that?
Yeah, I'll resist it.
Okay, so resist with resolve.
You got it.
Wait, hang on. What is hack? No, insight.
is
Resist
insight.
with insight.
Okay, and I just click insight.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Zero stress.
Zero stress.
Okay, no one is going to think that this is suspicious. You send this out, and it says, "Glory to the sun, citizens. We have a traitor among us. Anaketi, the commander in charge of Base Camp 1, has betrayed the hegemony and the Church's stellar flame. Bring him to justice and free our Renamayan brothers and sisters once and for all, and you will be rewarded with 100,000 credits each." Etc., 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 etc.
Nice.
And this goes out. And Indigo, as that goes out, you see mercenaries and people, and they're like checking their personal communicators, signaling like military signals, and they get on speeders, transports, thing that looks like almost like a tank, grabbing heavy duty weapon. You see someone holding a giant ass sniper rifle, a detonator launcher, and they gear up and start heading into the jungle.
Indigo kind of spins around in the chair, pops out a cigar, leans to Leon. No, sometimes a rebellion and a nice speech works. But every time, sadly, when you talk about making the wilds a little bigger, works a lot more often. Start smoking a cigar.
And we will go to red and blue before our break, which we definitely need to do a break soon. I know people's bladders are probably about to explode. But just so you all have something to think about, blue and red. On these two flamethrowers, one of them is named, it says, "Here Comes the Thunder" on one of them. And then the other one says, "Always bring an equalizer." And then the detonator launcher says on the side, "Thus spoke Zarathustra."
Okay.
Someone seems to have really liked getting fancy with their weaponry. And I'm going to read you a description of these weapons so that mechanically you know what they do. Flamethrower. For those times when you really need to heat things up. Settings for regular and extra crispy. Not easy to hide. Attack cover the area of a small room. Complications when getting shot may include having the fuel tanks rupturing. That's the flamethrower. Zarathustra, a detonator launcher. Fires detonators at high velocity. Detonators are illegal, so this generates heat when fired. Can be used to target and damage vehicles and structures. Not subtle, batteries included, but detonators marked separately. And you have 4 of them. Ranamians writhing on the ground, being shocked. It doesn't look like this is lethal, but they are in agony, in horrible pain. And you see dozens of soldiers outside of this prison, taking cover behind obstacles, and you hear someone on a loudspeaker, "If you come out with your hands up, no one has to get hurt."
It looks at Red.
Now, Frank, are the shock collars, is there like a central power unit on those that I can like just quickly disable so it stops shocking them, but it's still on their neck?
Yeah, I'd say you've taken enough apart that you can see that there's a small battery device in each of these.
Can he have the Ranamaians like pin their shocked fellow Ranamaians down while I disable the rest of them as quick as I can?
Yeah, I'm going to say that's probably sway to convince them to do that.
Okay.
Just going to be risky, but... Or no, controlled but standard effect.
That's a success.
Yeah, so you're like, say, "Hey, hold them down, I'll get them out of it." And you just like one by one start detonating them. However, as you're doing it, say, "What's it going to be? We will destroy the building if you do not come out."
Red will look over to Blue and say, "I'm going to sneak out the back and try to lead as many away as I can.
I can
You try-
distract.
I'll distract.
No,
You get your people to safety. You need to get your people to safety. You're the most important one."
Okay.
All right.
She'll give you a pat on your arm as she goes by. And a squeeze.
And then Red will shout out toward them, "All right, give us a minute."
You do not need a minute. The only thing you need to do is come out with your hands up right now. or we will turn this crater into a bigger crater.
Oh,
Am I done freeing the random minions yet?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
I'll take a flamethrower as well with me when I go.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well.
So
I'll
T2 on
hand-
your shoulder, and you're lugging around a giant flamethrower.
And I'll hand the other flamethrower and the detonator launcher to random minions or random ions, and then as he's walking out, I assume there's like another exit, like the back
Yes,
door.
there's
kind of
two.
thing?
There's two
Okay.
doors to this. However, the whole building is surrounded, so you won't be able to
Gotcha.
get out without. There's no getting out of here without people seeing you, most likely.
Okay.
But yeah, the two main entrances are covered.
Gotcha. Is there a way to get on the roof?
Ooh. Not normally, but if you could somehow scale the wall, you have a plasma sword, so you could get out the roof.
Cut a
But does not seem to
Okay.
be an access door or a scaffolding to climb. So you'd have to be creative on how you got up there.
Gotcha. Okay.
You could use the bars to scale halfway up, but they do not go all the way to the ceiling. It's kind of like there's a cage at the top also, or like a roof that's below the
okay.
actual top of the pyramid.
How big are any of the random minions? Are they all mini sized?
They're
like
all
Blue?
pretty short.
Okay.
They are a small race. Blue is even small for a Ranamayan. Ranamayan? You tell me, Momo.
I think I've said Renaman,
Ranamayan.
but Renamayan is fine.
Ranamayan.
Potato. Okay. Red is going to. Let's see. He is going to do his best to get to the roof. So scale the bars and try. Is there a way to like stand on top of them like a tightrope and
Mm-hmm.
cut a hole in the
That
ceiling?
sounds like Scramble to me.
Copy. And I'll gambit.
I
Gained one
think
back last
this
time,
is
so might as well.
controlled but standard effects.
Partial success.
You hear outside, it sounds like, and you hear this also, Blue, like a weapon charging, and then a laser shoots into the wall of this prison and goes all the way through to the other side, leaving a hole that like about a foot around. This is your last warning. Come out with your hands up. And Blue, what are you doing while Red is doing that, scaling to the roof?
I'm getting these people out.
Are you just going to make a break for it, or?
No, we can do this. The whole building's not surrounded, is it?
No, the building is surrounded.
Oh, it is.
They
Okay,
heard the
fuck
gun, they heard the blaster shots, and the place went into lockdown.
Okay, I'm gonna have to clear us a path before I can go.
Yeah. So I'm trying to draw some away. That's what Red's trying to do to make it easier for you to fight and escape.
Okay. If I can get a little peek out of a window or anything that will give me range of sight to see what side has the least amount of guards on this, because I'm gonna have to go out there and snap some necks quietly and then usher people out as well. I'm thinking.
Ooh, interesting. I like. So I'm gonna say let's study.
Okay.
That's gonna be risky, but standard effect.
So wait, I'm gonna have to. Do we have any gambits?
You've
I'm not
got
good at this.
5
We have
gambits left.
You got
Yeah,
so many.
Okay. I've got a 6.
Nice.
Thank
You
fuck.
like gently peer around the corner, and then you like look around like very quickly, like nimbly going around. And yeah, there is one side that's a little bit softer than the other, but you look and it's overwhelming. There's got to be 30 guys out there total. But on one side, there's, of the 4 sides of this pyramid, maybe there's only like 6 of them. So, doable.
Is this... I'm asking, would I find it feasible to kill that many people that quickly? Quietly.
You have done it before. Feasible, yes. Easy, no.
Motherfucker. Okay.
It all comes down to this.
I just have to snap 6 people's necks quickly. What?
Say we can coordinate the timing so they're distracted,
Or I could flamethrow.
or you can.
I
Flame
just-
throw.
That's just, I want to do it real quietly so they don't follow us at all. But I don't think I can avoid that. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to time it with something Red does and set the flamethrower off.
In Red, you see 2 of the Randomians pick up the flamethrower and the detonator launcher. A few others pick up some of the blasters, and they kind of look to you like they're waiting for direction, like they want to help.
Oh, sweet babies.
And you
Red
count.
looks down on them.
Go ahead.
Red looks down on them and follow Whirlpool. She'll lead you to your freedom. Prism will lead you to your freedom. Will lead everyone to their freedom.
Great.
And then he looks toward the one with the detonator launcher and says, "Toss me a detonator."
They hand it over and they say, it's middle-aged looking Renaman. Says, no matter what happens, you're the only person who even gave us more than a second look since we've been here. Thank you, whoever you are. And Blue, you have a younger woman looks at you and seems like they recognize you, and they say, "You're Eden, aren't you?"
I am. As she's like, just like latching her flamethrower, getting it ready to go, fiddling with it.
And they
She's
like,
not really looking at the woman.
they give you a discerning look and they say, "You came for your parents, didn't you?"
That does draw her eyes a little bit, but continues working. I did.
I don't know if this is the right time, but they were taken from the camp about 4 days ago.
Right.
Along with your siblings. They aren't
Do you know-
dead.
Do you know what way?
No. But I think people heard them talking about taking them off-world.
Well, let's make this worth something then.
We're with you. For Prism.
The prism, but also for you.
No,
I think it's
for you. You're the only thing that kept people hoping.
Then let's prove them right. Let's do it together.
On your signal.
Right.
And she will... Honestly, I don't even think she needs to tell Red a signal because we're a team. We already have set signals.
Mm-hmm. And we will come back to that
Be right
after our break. We'll be back in 10 or 15 minutes, everyone. Get some drinks. Do your bio breaks. Say your prayers
Stress.
to the gods. De-stress. And we'll be back
real.
in a
Do a
few
little vice
minutes.
Think
Yeah, do
of
your
how
vice rolls.
successful we've been. We're doing great.
Play a comp game with Marvel Rivals, and we'll return.
You got time for one Marvel Rivals game?
We got time for a
don't.
round.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
I'm putting my foot down.
See you all soon.
Bye.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. A few of us did a wardrobe change because it's hot as balls in here. I hope you enjoyed your break and you have your snackies, your drinkies. You won your ranked game. No matter the case, if you didn't, it's all right. You'll feel better as soon as we get back into the scene. Please join our Discord. Join our Discord, discord.gg/MagiRPG, the best place that you can talk about all of our games, find out what is happening, and catch up on episodes on our YouTube, youtube.com/MagiRPG. And if you would like to contribute to our wonderful art and production fund, you can influence the game by dropping us a tip, !tips, in the chat, or you can see the ones below Mandy's wonderful face as they scroll through, letting you know what you can do in the game. Influence, give people less stress, buy an upgrade for the ship. That seems to be oddly enough, has been the most common thing that's been happening recently. Not that I'm going to complain about it. It's awesome because it pays for a show's worth of art. I don't know for sure, but I think by this time next week, be ready to announce a new show. I'm pretty sure. And Discord will hear about it first, so join. And it's a system that we have never run before on this channel.
What?
So yeah, it'll be fun. I mean, it kind of is, it kind of isn't. You'll see. You'll find out.
Eyes emoji?
Oh, yeah. And then there is also another game that's a system we have run on this channel that's going to get announced soon. So join our Discord to find out what those are. You might have a thesis about one of them. And I'll be looking forward to hearing about that soon. Okay. I believe that blue and red are in mortal danger.
Debatable.
Fine.
3, 2, 1, go. What are you doing, fam?
So, Red, as he finishes talking to the Randomians, will look to the youngest one there, toss his sunglasses to him, and hop up through the hole that he cut in the ceiling.
Aww.
And he will immediately run to the edge of the roof, throw the detonator kind of in front of where a group is, and as he's waiting for it to explode, he'll jump down and basically try to use the explosion and smoke as cover to get by them.
That is so cool. Man, there's a lot of things this would be. Scramble, scrap, skulk. What do you think?
I feel like Scramble makes the most sense. He's just trying to haul ass out of there and kind of make a show of it with the detonator.
So this is going to be desperate, but I'm going to say this is going to be great effect because that has a very high chance of giving you an opportunity to sneak away.
All right, I will use a gambit and roll. That's a success.
Oh my goodness. I would like you to describe how this happens. Well, I guess you just kind of did, so ignore me. You throw
So
the
I'll say
detonator, it goes off. It hits into a group of like 10 guys. A lot of them go down. Concrete and dirt from different cover and supply boxes go flying. Huge explosion. Blue, you hear from the other side of the building as Red does this. He jumps down, lands in a crash, but then you use the smoke as it's clearing for cover and start running through. Blue, the guards on your side are distracted and start to disperse as they start moving around to the other sides of the building. It actually only 2 of them stay looking at your doorway as they believe that everyone is rushing out the other side and some of the Randomayans looked like they were debating helping Red, but they go over to you, and they are looking to you and are keying off of your movement. What do you do with this wonderful distraction that Red has done?
Now, 6 was hard, but 2 I can handle quickly and quietly.
You could.
And that way we can get out quickly. Okay, yeah. I think I would like to just do a simple this maybe not a silly question, but
There are no silly questions.
T2 in his gun mode.
Mm-hmm.
Is he loud? Does he have a suppressant of any sort?
I don't think we installed a suppressor on him, but Indigo, that might be a modification you might be able to do during a downtime.
Put it on the list.
Okay, put it back on his list.
He is normal blaster volume. There was just an explosion that went off, so there's a bit of chaos. Obviously, it'll make sound, but they're not really looking as hard at you as they were otherwise, so.
I think I can snap their necks quickly enough then. Just 2?
Yep.
I'll go for that. I want it quiet as possible. I do not want other guards to come over here. That's what I'll do.
All right. So that sounds like Skulk.
Yeah.
Move stealthily or without being noticed. But it's going to be only risky and great effect.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you a free bonus die from Red's distraction.
Thank God. Because I was going to push myself for this because
You can still push yourself if you want, but
Oh,
he
I
set
still
you up
am.
perfectly. Okay.
Oh, I am. Okay. Whoop. Why is my little guy not rolling? Please. Okay. It's not letting me change the effect for some reason. When I click over great, it does nothing, so I'm just going to leave it as is.
Yeah, it's fine. We know that is.
I've got a 6.
That is a success.
fuck.
Please describe how you, in one motion, dispatch these 2 guards quietly.
I picture a bit of smoke billowing from where Red threw it. And not enough to completely shroud her, but she's little, and I think with, honestly, even just a toss of like a little rock, teeny little pebble, off to their side to she just needs them to look to the left or to the right, just anywhere but her. And in that moment is a swift, close to the ground, leap onto her back, because honestly, she's not tall enough. She's got to leverage her little body weight into a clean snap, and then a quick little skulk over to the other, and just the same motion. But it is she got to put her full body into it. Her little head tails help her get up there.
Very cool.
And then does a little, let's go.
Yeah, and they start filing out following you. And Red, they start looking through the smoke for you. Where are you trying to go? So let me describe several other buildings in this crater. There are 3 what look like kind of command buildings. One of them has a small, not massive satellite dish, but a small satellite dish on top of it that looks like it's kind of like the main communications hub. And then there is another building that seems to have it's actually a large antenna that is emanating this force field around the crater that you can see. So, with that information, the guards are all, the ones that didn't get hit by this detonator are taking cover, and the Renamans are following Blue away from the prison.
Is that force field emitting building on my side? Like, could I make a run for it? Is it feasible?
Yes, you would have to, you could make it to the building in one successful like scramble / skulk to get over there. Okay. If you like dash quickly, yes.
And is that thing that's emitting the force field, is it blocking people from getting out? That's what is
so no one has tried to leave the crater yet, but it looks like from your general knowledge of how these things work that yes, it is designed to not let people escape.
Gotcha. Okay. Then Red will dash for that force field emitter.
So it's a scramble or skulk, your choice to try to however you want to do it. Scramble, fast, but not secret. Skulk, secret, but slower.
Scramble. I'm trying to still provide the distraction.
Okay. So I'm going to say this is still, not desperate. This is only going to be risky with your setup and standard effect.
Okay, how many gambits do we have?
You have 5 currently, as you just got another one back from that 6 from Blue.
Excellent. Okay, I'll use one. That's a partial success.
Okay.
Your first one of the night.
I know. I didn't roll a lot of 6s.
So you use the smoke as a distraction, run all the way there. You manage to get to the building, but as soon as you get close, they start firing at you, and you take one in your leg as you go. I need you to take level 1 harm, shot to the leg.
As Red is kind of like sensing, similar to another property. He's sensing the kind of blaster bullets flying by him, and as he senses that one about to hit him, he uses a way shield to block the blaster bolt.
It's awesome. I was so waiting for you to use this ability when I saw it on your sheet.
That's why I was like,
Sick,
I walked
dude.
toward the guards, and
That's
I was
my boy.
I kept rolling so well, I didn't even.
You didn't need it. So yes, resist with resolve.
All right, that's a 6.
Oh my god, so 0 stress, and you
He's back on the 6th stage as
redirect
well.
the fire as you just use your hand, send out a way shield, and the blaster shot ricochets and hits one of the guards. And you get into the building. It is empty. They have literally emptied it, and everyone is out, was surrounding the jail.
Can I seal the door in any way? Is there anything I can put?
Ooh. You can close the door. Yeah, there is a lock. They might be able to override it quickly, or they may use heavy arms. But yeah, you very quickly go and close the door. No roll needed. And lock it.
All right. And then I'll look for a way to shut down the force field.
While you were doing that, Blue, what are you doing on the other side?
I think there's got to be a vehicle, right? Like a transport vehicle?
Lots of vehicles.
Perfect.
You have your
I just-
choice. What type of vehicle are you looking for?
one that is large enough to carry these people and, can take some fire?
Yeah, let me go to consult the book. I get to use all the toys that I've wanted in this
Let's go.
in this episode. Where is it? I was hoping you might
To
take
the
this as a
sun?
ship module, but you have not yet. Land Rover, an armored all-terrain vehicle for carrying heavy cargo and folks over land. High-powered winch and decorative stickers come standard. This one is emblazed with has the sun of the Church's stellar flame on the side. But it is basically an armored all-terrain vehicle. Looks like it would be a tight fit to get all of the ones from the prison, but you could get all of them in if they squish together. However, and this is not to dagger you, there are other Ranimans that are on the ground from their shot callers that were working outside of the jail. So, that is a consideration too. Now, you could live to fight another day, come back, liberate them when the backup comes. You could hold out. Not that Blue necessarily knows about Indigo's plan, but there are a bunch of mercenaries on the way also. But I just want to make sure that you know, as you were sneaking by, not that you're like passing by people with like, but you see that there are Ranimines on the ground.
Oh, she would have so much trouble leaving them.
That is why I said it.
I don't think she could.
So
I think
what
she would have to. She would have to stop for them,
So you
and
wanna-
hopefully, the ones following her understand what she's doing and can help.
So you want to help free all of them.
Yes.
So I'm going to say, just for speed, now that you know how to take these things apart, I would say rig, risky, but great effect.
The stress I'm incurring for this this job. I mean, it's worth it.
To save the homies.
You have gambits. You don't have to push yourself.
I know. I just like having that extra. I like being able to add 2D to my roll. You know.
Okay, okay. What's your stress at, by the way?
4.
Okay.
Captain's
That's not too
always
bad. That's not
stressed.
bad.
I'll do both,
Okay.
especially
Up to
since we're
6
getting so many
stress.
6s.
Jay.
Got
Nice.
another 6, so we got the gambit back.
Okay. Well, no, you don't. If you use a gambit, you don't get a gambit back
don't
on a
get it
6.
back.
Oh, right,
That's-
right, right.
That's
That's
only
just,
that's just green.
green.
Gets the cheaty face
right,
like that.
right.
Green is special.
Right, right,
I got
right.
panache.
It's got panache.
My special boy.
Red. There is a computer console, but this is a building. It probably wouldn't. It's not complicated for you to shut down the shield. However, it will just cost time, so you can do it pretty easily.
Okay. Quick question. Whenever I lock the door, is it a like keypad on the side of the door?
Yes.
Can I just stab it with my
Yeah,
side
with your
blade?
plasma sword. Yeah, you just
Make it unusable.
disable the control panel.
Perfect. And then going in, is the generator like? Is there a room with it or anything? Can I just disable it? through
Hack it to
physical
pieces.
force?
Oh yeah. Yeah, so
Okay.
basically there is a ring of consoles around it and it leads up outside the building, but you can basically just jump over and start swinging at it. Is that what you
That's
like
what
to
I
do?
would-
Now,
That's what I would like to do.
this thing is electrified and looks dangerous. You still want to do that? It looks like it could hurt you, but if you also could get away with it just fine. It depends.
For the greater good.
So I'm gonna say this is desperate but great effect, and
Okay,
that's
I
scrap.
am-
The greater good.
For the greater good, I will gambit.
Great, good.
Down to 3.
6.
Just like a baseball bat, swing through, cuts it. Blue outside, you hear pew, and the shield goes down. And at that time, you hear security cursing. Red, you hear one pound on the door, and then they realize that it's locked. A second later, you hear, back up, back up. And then you hear what sounds like explosive charge being set outside.
Red's just gonna run to the opposite side of the building and cut a hole to escape through.
Okay. I'm not even going to make you roll to do that because it's very easy for you to slice through brick. But what do you do after? And Blue, you managed by this time to cut everyone free. Or a lot of them free. You're just kind of making your way. Are you basically going to try to free all of them?
It depends on what numbers we're talking about.
Now, the other Renamans are helping you. Eventually, they will get noticed what they're doing, but we are talking 100 plus.
How many enemies are left? Approximate?
20.
I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. You still want to go stealthily? Stealth or speed?
Speed.
Okay. Just
Start
do
using
another
T2 now.
rig. This is desperate and great.
Okay. I do hate this.
You got it, Captain.
You can do it.
Oh my gosh, she's out here suffering.
Distressed.
Yes, she is. I don't think she can push herself again.
Also, don't forget your experience, Red, on that desperate roll.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, everyone who has rolled desperate, please remember your experience.
Getting a lot of experience this game.
I was about to say, you've had a
I've got a
few.
partial.
This is the day.
Okay, also, I hope you all are taking note of all the clocks that I'm making. And
I hear it.
updating.
I hear the clicks.
I just
Is
hear the
that
clickies.
what I'm hearing?
Yes, you are hearing the clocks.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Blue, as you're
We
going
clocked out.
through, eventually the guards see what you're doing and they start shooting you. Eventually you take one in the shoulder as they are shooting you. I need you to take level 1 harm blaster shot to the soldier as you free several more Renamans, and your comrades free several, but they are also now taking fire and are very quickly trying to free their brothers and sisters from bondage. But seeing you, they seem inspired, and they also know that Red has made a distraction. At the same time, Red, you cut a hole, and then the blast goes off the other door. People rush in after you, and they seem like they're about to try to fire at you through the hole you created. I'm assuming that you were just trying to run out of the camp as fast as you can.
Yes, run out of the camp. So basically break line of sight of where they can shoot through the hole and run out of camp. And while he's doing that, he will yell, "Cut through the forest. I'll cover our retreat." Hopefully so that the rest of the guards hear that and think that that's the way we're escaping and that they're ahead of Red.
Ooh, smart.
Smart, smart, smart.
So I'm going to say both scramble and sway for the two
Copy.
different things that you're doing. Scramble to get away, I'm going to say that's desperate and standard. And sway, I'm going to say that's controlled and great.
All right. The scramble was partial success. The sway was partial success.
Okay. You run and you take more fire. I am assuming you are going to weigh shield again.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you would have taken the shot, but you were going to redirect. Go ahead and resist with resolve.
It's a 6.
Wow, 0 stress again. And you redirect.
Let's go, Red.
You were just
Cooking.
sprinting, running, putting out your hand to block the shots as they're coming at you as you run, breaking line of sight, going between rubble, between vehicles, and just getting away. And they actually seem really frustrated as they can't catch you. Blue, would you like to continue to free your comrades in arms?
You bet I will.
Same roll, desperate and great effect on your rig.
I live in desperation, truly. Is this becoming easier since I've done it multiple times?
There is a
now?
clock, and it is a 6 ticker, and success is 3, partial is 2, failure is 1.
Okay.
You got this.
Sweating.
We win these.
A 6.
Right. And that's a gambit now.
You managed to get down,
Gambit up.
dodge all. So you know, chat, she rolled 1 die, and it was a 6. That was
1 die, friends. I didn't add anything to that.
And
Can I get a
you
W in
managed-
chat?
You managed to dodge the bullets and like hit the deck and are just like disabling all of the different collars. But as you free more people, you know what? It's done because more Randomians helping as you free other Randomians from doing it. And at
yeah.
this point, if not all of them, almost all of them have been released. And you have a free, unarmed army of your people. What do you do?
Guess we taken over these vehicles, huh?
What do you say to them?
You all may know best where the rest of you are. There must be a larger camp, correct?
No.
Kind of looks out at them.
Welcome, Raiders. Thank you, Guild Superior. We are in
Thank
a
you.
intense Scum and Villainy
Thank you, Raiders.
combat session. Thank you once again. Say, no, it's really pathetic, but we sleep in tents out here.
Then let's get in the vehicles. And let me get you somewhere safe.
So I'm going to say that sounds like scramble. Just get everyone to the vehicles.
Yeah. She's just grappling with the fact that she can't do it all at once.
They're
This-
going to have to fend for themselves.
We'll say we do have grenade launcher or detonator launcher and
Yes, and you
Flamethrower.
have weapons as well, so they can lay down covering fire.
I know, but I don't know where they took her family. She doesn't have an exact direction.
But there might be somebody.
If only there was someone who was very good at finding out about security and where people are
You're
being
right.
sent.
Her idea was to go back to where they left
Base Camp
Indigo,
1.
so- yeah, we're going back to Base Camp 1. Is there a way? No, we don't have short-range communicators for me to tell Red that.
No, you do. You've got.
we have short range.
You have short range. You
range.
don't
We
have
have
long
short
range.
range.
We
You
don't
have
have-
short range.
Okay.
Yeah, we couldn't talk to the other.
Okay, then she would just say,
I'm taking them back to Base Camp 1. Hopefully Indigo has figured out, well, a map of this place.
Indigo. You hear that as you are now close enough to hear that.
"Yay!"
You hear on the communicator, "Hey Cap,
Hi.
on your left, and your right, and there's a few of them over there too." As you see some just ships heading in the direction above you.
So yes, there are some flying ships, there are some ground ships, but the flying ones you would see in the distance are coming towards this crater. You can see them in the sky.
Somebody said my name.
Well, we've got quite a few people, about 100 or so. None of them are my family.
Oh,
Apparently they were taken 4 days ago.
interesting.
Somewhere.
Well, the individual who might know where they are happens to be at this secret location.
Really?
Really, really. His name was their name was start with an A, right? Right. What was the?
Oh,
The-
thank you. Yes. I don't remember, but I have it written down. I will tell you
I
in a
do
moment.
too.
Please
It's in
continue.
my notes. But there's somewhere down there. Oh, looks like y'all had a bit of a heated debate down there.
You could call it that. Red's still running through a jungle, I think. You okay?
Red,
Oh yeah.
Red is. You can hear him. Yeah, these plants really
Asha
not friendly.
Ravan.
Asharavan. Well, Red, you might want to turn around and head back to the base. I think me and my friends are gonna help commandeer it for us.
Friends?
Yeah, since y'all left me behind, I had to
Okay.
find my own way, and I've met some very interesting individuals who are happy to liberate these deserting hegemony, basically evil villains from their weapons, money, jobs, careers, lifestyle, all of it. So we're just here to hang out.
Well, I'm not going to ask how you did that. But great work. We'll be back soon.
Oh, I think I'll be meeting y'all shortly.
Red continues painting. Good job, Indigo. Also, I got the reference Avengers Endgame earlier. Good one on that. Fuck this jungle.
Blue, I'm gonna need that scramble now.
Okay.
Desperate and standard, my friend.
Story of my damn life. Everything I do is desperate.
No, everything you do is desperate and great, except this roll.
Damn. Well, don't
I think it'll
jinx
be a
it like
great roll.
that.
Rick.
Oh,
You motherfucker.
Twos, chat.
Twos.
Two twos.
Twos.
You go and
So anyway,
open the
I
door
failed.
into the side of this armored vehicle, and as you are doing it, you take a heavy blast to your back. I need you to take level 3 harm plasma shot to the back. Would you like to resist that?
Two. What are you doing?
Yes, please.
Please resist that with prowess.
Two, get your head in the game.
2 stress.
Oh, it's not looking great, friends.
You're at
not-
8, aren't you?
You did not break. Please instead reduce that to level 2 shot, plasma shot to the shoulder instead. But you managed to
shoulder
climb in
four.
and shut the door along with about 20 Renamans with you.
And the rest are in other vehicles. I
And the
imagine,
rest have
follow.
scrambled into other vehicles around and
Good,
start
good.
to run away. And we are going to take this opportunity to jump across the galaxy.
To the more peaceful side of the universe.
Oh my god.
It's like Clone Wars, guys.
And-
It's time for a little snack, chat.
Truly,
I need some
truly,
watermelon.
it's the way that like we are the B plots in the episode.
It wasn't intended to be that way. I thought you all were going to get into a lot of trouble, but you just got out of there clean. So, sometimes that happens.
You mean you made my character into a spy and I'm already successful at doing characters that do that?
No
Hmm,
complaints.
imagine.
When you put the two face
Imagine.
characters together, sometimes they can talk their way out of trouble, you
Yeah,
know?
magic just happens.
Watermelon magic.
Land.
You put
That's
the
right.
scrappers in a war zone.
Truly.
As
Big
you
ol'
are spinning in the
Big ol'
chair, and it has been a few hours since we left you, you get a transmission,
Mm.
and it is Victor's voice that comes over.
Oh.
Says, "Hello, darling. We're running into some trouble trying to get to Iota, but we're close now. I promise you, cavalry's on their way. Thank you for the updated message. I really hope you aren't getting yourself into too much trouble over there. But even if you are, I'll be there to rescue you, just like always. See you soon."
Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm reading her diary.
Hey, is that Loverboy I heard?
What? It was Victor.
Oh, no shit. How's he doing?
Got held up in Iota, is that what he said?
Yep, got held up on Iota.
But he's on his way, which... where... I feel like Pink would have been aware of this. Where did Blue direct him to go? Just the
Good
system?
opportunity to bring up the map.
Map!
Blue
Yep.
left
The
a
map!
message that
me a
originally
map.
it was going to be a prison break at Isotropamax Secure. Still the plan, but first she informed them that you split up to Nightfall and Aketi, and she would like a rescue
Oh,
in
he knows.
Aketi.
Okay.
And so
Okay.
he is heading to Aketi, as that's what he's saying
Okay.
in the message.
Okay. Got it. Just it's been
No,
been
it's
a
all
minute,
good.
so
It's been many things going on this episode.
Yes. Okay.
We,
I looked at Green. Should I? Normally I wouldn't respond on her behalf, but she's not here.
Do you think that'll make him mad if we're the ones that answer?
I mean, he's already planning on going to Aketi, which is where we're going, but she's just like, should I communicate with him and let him know? We don't know anything, so...
Do you think it's safe to call him direct, or what?
No, probably not. Okay, he's already heading where we're heading,
Yeah.
and nothing has changed there, so...
No, but he might, upon seeing the fire drake, think we're all in orbit, so maybe we don't delay anything on his end.
He makes a face like, oh, that's an invasion of privacy.
What? I know, but also, like, what else do we do? Invade the privacy once, ensure Captain comes out alive, you know?
I'll just... The messages are encrypted, right? And it's just decrypting
Correct.
because it's in the correct destination. Okay.
Correct.
I'm gonna send a message back.
What do you
Because
say?
it's audio, right?
Yes, it's just audio.
Okay. She's just gonna be like, hey there. It's the doctor. You might not remember me. She's trying not to use names because it's a message. Stick to the plan. Everything, as far as I know, is going fine. See you soon.
Sent
Okay,
off
bye.
into the aether. Since we
There we
last
go.
left off with you, Deetha has been sleeping off the trauma.
Oh, great. So she's
She's
been there.
out for now. Yeah.
Okay. Well, at least I didn't need to give her a sedative to calm her down. That's a lot. Okay, hopefully Blue doesn't get mad at me for that. It's not like I said anything embarrassing.
Also not like you really had a choice.
I mean, I could have just left it unanswered.
That might have gone worse.
I mean, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, you're right. All right, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
She's like
everything's fine.
stressed. She relaxed for like 2 seconds and now she's stressed again.
You want to watch one of Red's movies while we're waiting?
Fidgeting with something on Blue's desk. Sure.
Yeah, no, I found one on the shelf earlier, pretty in pink. That's you to a T, so I figure it might be a good start.
Oh, that's cute. She's just like, okay, all right. And she'll put whatever, probably like a pen or something on the desk, or like a little bobblehead of God knows what, some Space Bucky's mascot on the dash. That's canon now. She just gets up and, okay, yeah, let's watch a movie. I obviously, and she stops in the middle of her sentence. She like checks her pulse. Oh yeah, it's been a day.
Yeah. Tara,
Yes, Green.
please inform us the second any form of contact comes through, encrypted or otherwise.
Absolutely, Green. I'll continue to steer the ship.
Thank you, sis.
I will let you know there have been several open communications from law enforcement within the sector.
To us?
Not to you, just over open channels. They are
Anything
looking for your ship.
Oh, delightful. That's, you know, that's, thank you for the important heads up. Where's the nearest law enforcement cruiser, or do we know?
I am unable to detect any cruisers on my scopes or any other ships outside of normal traffic.
You know, that's really, not to sell flat whites, make these again. You know what? We're not gonna worry about that. If law enforcement comes remotely close and attempts to contact us, again, let us know. And, a special assignment for you, just because I'm thinking about it now. I want you to think about the kind of body you'd like to have.
There's a long pause.
You don't have to answer now.
Are you going to find me a body?
Well, it certainly helps me figure out what to look for. You know, like there's a lot of choices out there. You want something specific? Is there someone you want to emulate? You know, you're kind of hooked up to the World Wide Web. You might have processed something.
I'll think about it.
Excellent.
Thank you, Green.
Hey, I made you a promise.
As I have noticed in my travels with you, humans do not always keep their promises. But I'm glad you intend to keep yours.
Yeah. You know, sometimes it can't be helped. Sometimes it can only be delayed. But the good news is, I do intend to keep this. And the better news is, I'm not human.
That is true. Thank you, Green.
Anytime.
And you
Hank is
all
just like listening to this interaction, like.
watch some movies.
Hell yeah.
Movie time.
It's the way that Green is
Date
doing
night.
this. Green is doing this just so he can introduce Terra to iRobot. That is his goal.
I was to say iRobot and AI and Bicentennial
Terminator.
Man and Terminator.
Blade Runner before
Blade
Terminator.
Runner.
Yeah.
Was it Ex Machina?
Yes.
Machina.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ex Machina is
that's
so
good.
good.
Oh my gosh.
Megan.
So while everybody else
No,
is
no, not
struggling and fighting for their lives, these two motherfuckers are having date night.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
straight up.
We've been having date week.
Yeah, really.
And we are going
Oh,
to
they're closer than
go
ever now.
back to Akedi, but more specifically than Akedi, we are going to Red. As Red, you are pulled. Wait. Forgive me for the train. Well, are things going well?
Define well.
Well, there I was, just minding my own business, when I hear that Aram and Diana are working together, and I thought, that probably doesn't bode well for you all. But then I hear something about how they've caught Eden of the Fifth Sea, and I said, oh, that seems like it's time for me to check in. So, well, poorly.
Better than before. We're breaking out Blue's people.
You found them.
About 100 or so. We're trying to get them to safety. But we are in a bit of a time crunch with probably a whole armada about to show up.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm dropping in.
Well, I appreciate your concern.
Red, do you still love me?
Hell of a time to ask that. Part of me will always love you.
I'm on my way.
I'm playing hard to get, yes.
Freddy versus Jason this time.
I can't wait.
And you are snapped back to the jungle.
Running through the damn jungle. Slicing the damn trees off me.
Oh, your
Pants.
girl's a woman of taste.
Pants
For
chafing.
real.
A little
I know how to
tighter,
Lips
too.
chapped.
Sweating
Dude,
my ass off.
in multiple ways, I'm sure.
This has gone from a battle to a scatter and hide mission as you all taking different vehicles go into the forest. We can skip ahead a little bit as you, Blue, are in an armored vehicle. Some of your Ranamians surely will be caught. Most of them, almost all of them, will get away. But even the ones that are caught are very quickly going to be liberated as Indigo, you and the mercenary army that you have brought collapse on the compound. And it's a contest. You get out and you lay low. I'm not going to make you roll anything because you're basically just going to stay on the outside, I'm sure. Unless you would like to help these mercenaries, then tell me if I'm wrong.
He's like pointing spots out, but for the most part, he's letting them do their own thing. He's just a passenger on this ride, you know.
And it is Mercs versus Hegemony and Church of Stellar Flame Security. They kill each other. And by and large, the Ranamians safely get away. And not only do you have an army of Ranamans, you have heavy weaponry, a fleet of ground vehicles, and a mercenary company that's going to be very angry at the Hegemony for non-payment.
Oops.
Gotta read that fine print before you hit. Agree,
And I
you know.
think that is a good place to end today's episode on a happy, relieved note. But you have many questions, and I'm sure you are all waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's coming, just not yet. We will pick up on that.
Like that. Don't like that.
Next episode. Thank you all for joining us. If you have enjoyed our stream and also Scum and Villainy, we play this game every day on Tuesday at 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern. If you want to catch up on the episodes and you just got here and you're like, I don't know what this is, you can head to our YouTube, youtube.com/MagicRPG. This is episode 17. There's lots of different ways on that channel you can catch up. I hope that you will decide to join us. Please also join our Discord if you have questions about this game. I will definitely talk all day and night about the virtues of the Forge in the Dark system that this game is in. And you can do that in the Forge in the Dark channel on our Discord. I can tell you all about it. And stay tuned, as I should have at least one new game announcement before we play again, if not during the game. Thank you all so much for joining us. The next game is going to be Ancestral Blood, our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle, on Friday with Tracy and crew in that one. Thank you all for joining us. Us on the crew can just take a big sigh of relief as I think the heaviest combat episode we've had in this campaign has come to a conclusion.
Yeah.
And we will see you all again in 1 week. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.